Well, he's got a bald head and a big heart. Senator David Pocock. First independent senator. He's brave, he's brilliant. Dave.
Thanks, Claire. That may be the best intro I've ever had. Factual and to the point. Thanks, Arnie Violet. Thanks again for your leadership, your courage, and for your welcome to this incredible part of the world. I'd also like to acknowledge the member for Curtin and thank her for all she does in the Parliament and for being here today. And thank you, all of you. It has been an incredible privilege to represent the ACT, somewhere I love living. One of my favourite things about, I guess, the job, if you can call it that, is actually getting out and talking to Canberrans and seeing just how much Canberrans love Canberra, how much they love living here and how much they want to see decisions being made that take us in a direction that people can be proud of. And I guess how many opinions people have about which direction that should be and how, where should we be going. And I guess that's what I've seen as the value of independence in the Senate or in the Parliament, is not being tied to a party line. As Kate said, when it comes to votes, I'd say in the Senate 95% of people probably have no idea what we're actually voting on. They have no understanding of the policy and the nuance and the discussions that have gone into getting to that point. But as an independent, I'm very conscious that every time I vote, and I'm voting on your behalf, the only power I have is from the people that have elected me. And with the Senate and the ACT, there only being 2 senators, and having to get 33% of the vote, I'm very aware that not everyone voted for me. And I think that's a really powerful thing, to get out there and do the consultation that's necessary to understand the broad spectrum of views in our community, and to try and find a way forward that is sensible, and that I think, yes, this is what I think Canberrans want for Canberra, but what we want for Australia too. And it's been my experience with big reform or big votes in the Senate that the majority of Canberrans just want politicians to get on with it and find a sensible way forward, to put some of the ideology aside and say what's best for our communities. And not what's best for our communities leading to the next election, but what's best for us going into the next decade. What's best for our children? How do we set them up? And so politics was not something I ever thought I would be doing. I grew up in Zimbabwe, so absolutely knew the value of politics. But like Kate and many others thought, this is not for me. And it was really only when I was repeatedly approached by members of the Canberra community saying, will you run for the Senate as independent? I'd been frustrated, and I figured at some point you've got to put your money where your mouth is, and you've got to put your hand up, and have loved almost every moment of it. Have learned a huge amount, but really it is it's quite something to see the impact that I think, even though you may not see all of it publicly, but behind the scenes, the impact that independent candidates connected to their communities is having. And so I think this is a great opportunity for Canberra. And again, thanks everyone for coming out, and all the very best to independents for Canberra. Really looking forward to seeing what you do as you go about connecting, finding out what Canberrans want, and then I think, as Michael said, working out what are these values and principles that we commit to. So thank you very much.